this is literally the only thing that I enjoy virtually.
Oh, what we're doing right now.
Film club.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Otherwise, I just cannot. This virtual socializing is just not for me.
Yeah.
Would you rather have no socializing?
Yes. I'd rather live as a recluse.
I can get behind that.
This is different. This feels like talking to someone on the phone, but I feel like if I could see your faces, I'd hate it. Not that I don't like seeing your faces, because I do, but...
Do you know, I think there's something in that. You feel so on show all the time when you're on video chat.
Yeah.
Especially when there are like 10 people, so you can't talk very often.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's still trying to talk over each other.
Yeah.
And you can't grimace.
You can't roll your eyes at someone when someone else says something stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you.
Good, I'm glad. I'm not alone. Should we begin? Are we caught up? Anyone else have any interesting news?
I don't have any.
I made a chili.
Ooh.
It's pretty interesting.
Fernando's been eating pickled things.
Yes.
Just pickles.
Yep.
Fernando's still incredibly bringing groceries to our neighbour. I see him some mornings just dropping off things.
Well, you see me every Thursday.
Is it Thursdays?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wait, so you've seen me more than once? I'm sorry that I never see you.
It's okay. Like, our blinds are never open in the front, so like I can see out, but no one can see in. That's not a deliberate thing. They're just broken. It's not some weird voyeuristic thing where I like to look out and not be seen or anything like that. But
well,
pretty good though.
This week, someone that I do not know called me, and he knew my name, so presumably he's been talking to Mr. Little, and then Mr. Little spoke about me because I've never spoken to that man, and he just said, "Hello, Fernando, good morning," and I was like, "Hello, good morning."
And I've got my notes.
I wish I'd taken notes. I think I've got one note, and I'm excited to share it with you.
You've done enough writing for a month or two.
Right, here comes the music.
Woo!
Woo! 3, 2, 1.
That was lovely.
I like the extra
Claire,
5
I think
seconds.
you chose... Yeah, I'm glad we're going with the extra 5 seconds now.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, yeah.
Claire, you chose the Thomas Crown Affair, the 1999 version.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Why, thank you. It was on iPlayer. That was my only criterion. I saw it on iPlayer and thought, I will pick that.
Well, good job.
And I am pretty happy with my choice. What about you guys? Did you enjoy it?
Fantastic. 5
I also rather liked it.
Fernando?
Well, I thought that it was entertaining, but I did not like it. No.
Okay. So you and Laura could come to blows over this by this.
And Claire?
I liked it as well. I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
I don't think it was aware how absurd it was. Like, I think it thought it was cool. Like,
it thought it was James Bond, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It thought it was like sexy, cool, like suave. Intrigue.
But it was a bit of a farce, wasn't it?
It was just an absurdist film. Yeah. No one made any rational decisions whatsoever in the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, Fernando, why didn't you like it? And I can understand and empathise, so I don't think we will come to blows. This is not the hill I will die on. I know.
I thought I just could not understand what her real intentions were, and why would she choose to be with someone like, but also why would he choose to be with her after she clearly betrayed him? I don't know. I think that both of them made like the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I agree.
these are all valid points.
Yeah.
I think their personalities were such that they could never have been with anyone else. And I think that made for a very engaging romantic comedy.
Oh, you thought it was a rom-com? Is that the genre you would put this in?
Was it? It was half rom-com, half heist, right?
Yeah, I guess that probably is what they were going for.
It was definitely a sort of light-hearted... light-hearted romance. It wasn't like a dramatic romance. It wasn't, I don't know.
Casablanca.
Or 400 Days of Summer or whatever it was called.
I reckon they thought that it was Casablanca.
500.
Yeah. I reckon they thought it was a tortured, serious love affair.
No, really?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, if they did, they were way off. They kept it fun, didn't they? They had a lot of sort of cute moments where they were leaving each other calling cards and screwing each other around.
I wouldn't call it light-hearted, though. I think we were supposed to see it as like a game of cat and mouse, and then they tried to stir up some credible, oh, look, they're developing real feelings now, but there was a lot of, like, crying, and I guess rom-coms have crying, but this felt, I don't know, dirtier. Just sordid.
Wow. I was totally for it. I thought I was really engaged in their relationship. I really wanted them to be together.
But they can never trust each other.
Yeah.
I know, but that was part of that was the magnetism for them. That was what was like, so because neither of them were able to trust anyone, and so the fact that they knew that they could trust each other to do whatever they could to catch the other, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
they all their cards were on the table to start with. They knew what the deal was. And yet they still fell in love.
I don't think it's going to work out. I think they're too opposed. Or maybe they're too similar. Maybe I'm with the therapist. Yeah.
Yeah,
they didn't seem like the settling down type.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got caught up in their own whirlwind romance. I mean, he literally is fleeing the law, isn't he?
Yes.
Well, he's returned the painting, though.
Yeah, but I don't think that's how the law works.
Is it not?
And
but I don't think anyone in the film... Yes, he stole the second painting also. But yeah, I don't think anyone in the film particularly cared how the law worked or what any proper legal proceeding should look like. So,
well, the thing is, he was so good at it that she was the only one that could pin him down to the crime.
Yeah, because she cut through the crap. That was her character's thing.
Absolutely.
I flip-flopped so often with her character. The first thing I wrote was, I hate her character.
Yep.
And how she's played. And then I was like, oh, she's getting more appealing. And then I went back to hating her. And then I fell in love with her. And she was just the most watchable thing. And then I started hating her again. And it's just all very...
You went on the whirlwind.
Why did you hate her?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real roller coaster.
Yeah, why?
Sorry?
Why did you not like her?
I don't know, she just seemed really, like...
A sexual predator?
That wasn't my first thought. She just seemed really shit when she turned up. She was just really like arrogant and unpleasant. And then I'm pretty sure she was like 17 different characters throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
It seemed like her character changed with outfit, and I didn't really know what to make of her. But as I say, at points, she was just the best thing about it. So it's very difficult for me to judge her harshly.
So I've got a few notes about her, and none of them say sexual predator. Could you elaborate on that?
I just thought continually as I was watching, there's a person with their fair share of sexual harassment suits against her. Like, she's just so overly sexual. Like, even when we first get the character, we start by like her revealed leg, and then she goes on to be like really inappropriate with every one of her colleagues. And the witness as well. Like, you can't whisper and witness.
Oh my God.
Like, what are you doing, women?
Yeah.
But then they should never have let her in there. She's not a policewoman.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just a private detective for hire, wasn't she?
Pretty much, yeah. Like an insurance investigator. They gave her a bloody desk at the police station and was like, yep, on you go. And then we're like, oh, well, we can't use any of this evidence. And she was like, so? I don't care.
She cut through the crap. She got results. Who cares about the Constitution or whatever?
She didn't need a conviction. She just needed the picture back.
Yeah.
And she got it.
She certainly did.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
You said it.
Go on then. What do you think about the character?
I thought she was brilliant. In the sense that I kind of really hated her, but I found her very watchable. And I was really rooting for her all the way through. I really wanted her to catch him, and I also really wanted him to get away with it and escape her. And I was rooting for both of them, and that's why it was so good, this sort of conflict, and it was fantastic that they kind of got both in the end.
Yeah.
That was a very satisfying conclusion in a slightly weird way. Yeah, I liked how sort of strong she was. I liked how she just never showed any weakness of any kind. No matter what happened, she was just fully on it and just yelling at people and doing whatever she needed to do, and that was entertaining. Actually, now I'm saying all this out loud, this was not a very deep character.
I mean, yeah.
She was cool and watchable, and I think she had a lot of features that you don't often see in female characters in films.
I was glad that she was age appropriate.
Yeah, that was good as well. What exactly do you mean by that?
I mean, like, normally what you would expect is someone like 15 years younger than Pierce Brosnan or something, you know?
Yeah, because
like,
she's the main love interest in a Hollywood film.
Exactly, yeah. Like, they don't often cast over 30 years old. Sorry?
It would be someone Anna's age, normally. Like the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Anne Hathaway or something. Well, not Anne Hathaway. I don't see that working. But
I don't know how old Anne Hathaway is now, but yeah.
I don't know how old Wendy Marceau is either, but...
So, what would you guess? She's 40?
Maybe like late 30s? Early 40s?
Yeah.
But maybe she just looks older.
It was refreshing to see that.
Yeah.
But they also weren't shy about giving her a sex life.
Jesus, they weren't shy. No, yeah. There was an unnecessary sex scene if there ever was one.
Oh, loved it. Loved it. I loved how weird it made the rest of the film as well. Just everything changed from that scene. It was this cute game of cat and mouse, and from that moment on, it was just this, very sordid. The word affair is perfect.
Yeah.
Just that who knows what's going on here? How can they possibly resolve this?
Yeah, I like how from that first sex scene, she just basically had her top on for about 5 minutes after that in the whole film. She was like, I'm going to be topless from now on.
And why not?
She's supposed to be a professional investigator for an insurance company.
No professional integrity in this film whatsoever. Nobody had any professionalism.
No, that's true.
True.
Thomas Crown had professionalism.
Did he?
Yeah.
He always had his suit on, and he...
Apart from when he was having sex on a marble staircase.
Yeah, but that wasn't during work hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
He didn't have a professional relationship with her, except that he was being investigated by her.
I mean, I guess, when did he go to work? He was never bloody at work. And then he just up and left his company. I don't call that professionalism.
I guess when you're that rich, who cares?
Yeah, I suppose. What did you think of the main female character, Fernando?
Well, again, I did not like her.
Yes.
And all the time I somehow knew, except without knowing, I suspected that they would get together. In the beginning, I felt bad for her colleague, the detective, because it seemed like he was also interested in her. So when it's not that she directly rejected him, but she showed no interest in him. I was a little disappointed, but then I was glad because I was like, yes, you don't want to be with this woman, so go find someone else.
Yeah. Why did she kiss him at the end? I was very baffled by that. I just didn't see it coming.
I mean, she knew that he was interested in her all the time, and she was like, well, I guess then I'll just kiss you, and then go with someone else.
Yeah.
She was a big tease, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Maybe she just liked kissing people.
Some people, yes. Like we all do, I suppose.
Well.
And why not? Because it was horrendously inappropriate. Yeah, no, we've talked about why not. Now I think about it. What do you think of the music?
I was taken aback several times by the music. Occasionally found it delightful. I think when it was a piano and it was just like plinky plonky, this is a nice film. Then we were into some 90s guitar, like super 90s, like when the heist was happening. Didn't care for that. And,
that was the best bit.
That was a fantastic scene. They're rolling around to avoid the cameras and
bloody Trojan horse.
Trojan horse, loved it.
I wrote that down. I was very excited when that came to. It turned out that was a thing.
It was a literal Trojan horse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you run a museum and a random Trojan horse turns up that you're not expecting, you think this is a bit on the nose, isn't it?
They were just the warehouse guys. They had no idea. They just wanted to get home on time.
Yeah.
It was a hot day.
It was a very hot day, that's true.
Don't know if they mentioned that every 2 seconds.
How did you get
45.
the other painting? Oh, she was 45. Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. The woman.
Yes. Yes.
Catherine. Yeah.
Indeed, Catherine.
Banning.
Catherine Old Spanning, yes.
I didn't know her name throughout it. I think I only knew
I don't know his
Thomas
name.
Crown's name.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, of course. Oops.
Because of the
Thomas.
Thomas Crown.
I forgot his name was Thomas Crown. But who was Thomas Crown?
Maybe the real Thomas Crown affair was what happened after the credits rolled.
When she broke his arms.
Oh, what a
my
final
God.
line. How incongruous and out of nowhere was that?
What was the final line? Oh, yeah. No, I
jumps on
remember.
him, gives him a big kiss,
Yep.
and she says, if you pull another stunt like that, I'll break both your arms.
Yeah, I thought I burst out laughing
And then
when she said
everyone
that.
laughs, and then that's the end of the film. Well, was that meant to be like a cute, funny thing that she said?
I don't, it's like
Well,
a
yes,
draft
apparently the only
line.
thing that she did wrong was that she did it when the seatbelt sign was still on and nobody else cared.
This is what I mean. No one had any professionalism. That she just gave them a cheeky smile when they're practically having sex next to someone else in the. It was just absurd.
Was the whole film set in an alternative universe where just everything sort of flies and no one's too bothered?
No, that is the past.
Whoa. Maybe that's what the late 90s were like.
Yes, I mean, you could even smoke in planes.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, when I was
Yes.
little, you could smoke.
What are you smoking now?
I'm smoking now, but I'm not in a plane.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, so was that just a horribly miswritten line then?
I think so.
What do you
I
mean
don't.
miswritten? That was magnificent.
What a random way
far
to end.
too dark.
She's just setting boundaries early.
Yeah.
Relationships are built on honesty. She's making it very clear from the start that she will break both his arms if he ever gets on a plane again. I'm not really sure. I don't know which of the tricks it is. If it's the whole thing or
Offering her a tissue from behind.
I figured it was just that last bit. But maybe she meant just everything that had happened in the film.
yeah. If you ever stage a heist in a museum, again, I'll break both your arms.
Just so over the top.
So weird.
I think it's because it's too specific, right? Like if she'd said if you pull another stunt like that, you're dead, or I'll get you, or something,
Yeah.
that could be cute.
No, I'll slit your fucking
Specific.
throat.
I'll come in the night and cut off one of your fingers. Just
Oh, well.
Very good.
What would you have had her say?
I'll break your fingers.
Okay, yeah. Staying with the violent theme. I'm not a saint, I'm
I
a
guess-
count. Would have made as much sense.
pretty much.
Once a wrap.
What's a wrap?
It's a good question. What would I have had her say? But I don't know enough about her character to be able to decide. I don't know what her thing was. Now I think about it.
She didn't really have a thing. If anything, if they wanted to be consistent, she should have just taken her top off.
Oh, that's in the extended cut.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. Other notes from anyone?
What a scene. Other notes. Have a look.
Coming back to music, I enjoyed how they had funny music when the police were going to like arrest him or search his house. They had like proper Benny Hill music on
Oh,
to make it clear that the police were useless and not going to arrest him.
And he was leading them on a merry chase.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
So I quite liked some of the stuff with how they pulled off the heist and stuff.
Yeah.
Was that just me?
No, I loved all that.
Cool.
It was well cool.
what's
Yeah,
that?
I really didn't. Go on, Fernando.
I was just going to say that, yes, I also found it interesting.
Yeah. Stuff like them planning this whole thing and coming in with a helicopter, but actually all of that was just a distraction, and even they didn't know that it was just a distraction, just so that he could slip in and grab it and go.
Yeah.
That was a really nice touch.
Is this like the Dark Knight, where the opening scene, all the Jokers with all of the masks do not know that they're actually going to be killed by the actual Joker?
Yeah, and he's got a whole chain of each one is going to be killed by another one in a betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the actual Joker betrays the last one and walks away with everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good scene in that film.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good film.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
now there's a good film.
Claire and I watched it last week, and spot on. Even better than the Thomas Crown affair. But yeah, I love a good heist.
Have you seen Oceans?
With a
The
little.
Oceans films.
Oh yeah, well I saw Ocean's 11 and that was good, and then I think I saw Ocean's 12 in the cinema and it was crap.
Can't really think of any other heist films that I've seen.
Have you seen The Sting?
Oh, The Sting, that's a good one.
Oh, not seen it.
That's a good film.
Hmm.
It's not really a heist, but similar idea, kind of.
Trying to think what else. Well, this one was pretty
Yeah.
good anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, was that BBC show Hustle? Do you remember that?
No.
Oh yeah.
That was good. It was like a little episode of Ocean's 11 every week. And some of it was kind of cheesy, but some of it was pretty well written, quite clever.
I do quite like a heist film, actually. I didn't really see this as a
Yeah.
heist film for some reason. Like, the heist is
It's all about a
bookended it.
heist.
Yeah,
Because the other half of it was a rom-com. It was like You've Got Mail, wasn't it?
Was it?
These two, this man and woman who are kind of opposed to each other, but kind of without realising it, fall in love.
Is that You've Got Mail?
But there's deception and stuff. Is that You've Got Mail? Yeah. One of them she runs a bookstore, and he opens a massive bookstore around the corner. But they're both chatting online, and they don't realise who everyone is.
Yeah.
But they weren't weaponizing romance like these two were.
I think it's because they were both doing it, though. It felt like they could both take care of themselves, and I didn't feel bad for either one of them.
They both deserve their comeuppance.
Am I hopelessly naive, by the way, that I did feel a bit bad for her when we saw Thomas's daughter or whatever, the painter woman, and I totally thought that he was sleeping with her, and this was the reveal that he's actually a nasty piece of work.
Yeah, I totally thought that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And if anything...
So they got us good.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, I was hoping that was true.
Yeah?
Yes, so that they would not get together. I was like,
So
oh,
was I,
finally,
in a
I
way.
guess that I was wrong. Uh-huh.
Oh, you didn't want them to get together?
I mean, as I
No.
said, I think I suspected that they would get together in the end. But when this happened, I was like, oh well, maybe they will not get together. Thankfully.
You should always listen to your therapist. And she thought it was a bad idea, so I'm with her.
Yeah. Yeah, who exactly was she? Did she have another role in the film, or was she just his therapist?
Yeah, she was this completely superfluous character while we're on that. But I think she was just his therapist.
Yeah,
I think so.
it was a weird decision opening the film with their conversation.
Well, you've got to make it clear that the film's about the man when there are two strong lead characters. We had
She
to know
wouldn't
it
have had a
was about him.
therapist.
No, so we didn't get an insight into her motives.
No. Interesting. Although he was very much the closed book of the film, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't really the protagonist, was he?
No, I think it was more from her point of view.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe it should have been called the whoever affair.
The
nameless...
Catherine Bannings affair.
The Catherine Bannings affair.
Catherine Banning loses her job affair. Catherine Banning sacked for gross incompetence and negligence affair.
Well, when you're self-employed, it doesn't matter, does it?
I suppose. She was
Just go to some
responsible to
other
someone.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, she worked for the insurance company.
Yeah, she said they're not my people, not my painting.
Oh, yeah. I got the impression this was like a one-time job, though. Like they called her in for hire for this, or was she? Did she work for the insurance company long term?
Yeah,
Maybe she was an
worked...
external advisor.
Ooh.
Maybe. I thought she just worked for them investigating their high stakes claims.
Okay, like that was her job.
Yeah. Like insurance companies have these people. If you put in a big claim, they come and make sure it's legit.
Cool. In which case, yes, it is astonishing that she hadn't been sacked. Except I guess that she was super intelligent and managed to notice unbelievably subtle things that surely no one ever would.
Oh yeah, like the father recognizing his child's work.
Yeah.
Oh
In the
yeah.
prison when she was like, It was a slight
was
smile,
fatherly
like a
pride.
child.
Oh, loved it.
Oh.
She was a bit like a reverse James Bond, wasn't she?
Bond.
How do you mean?
Like she was aloof and detached, and she used sex and sort of betrayed and abused people in order to
Yeah, she was
complete
like
the
a
mission.
Sean Connery James Bond, sort of.
Yeah.
He's the only one I remember as being like super aggressively sexual about everything.
I think Pierce Brosnan was a bit.
Oh, was he? I haven't seen much of Pierce Brosnan's James Bond.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I remember him as being
such
more
a
like
different character from
smooth.
Thomas Crown. I'm trying to think now.
I didn't get the James Bond thing, I've got to be honest. I thought she was more like a massively sexualized Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a better comparison.
Yeah.
It is good that they both try to use sex as like a distraction or like a manipulation for the other one, and then they both accidentally fell in love along the way.
Yeah.
That'll teach them.
Mm.
Won't do that again.
Yeah, they were too into it. It was just so perfect, that just how fucked up it all was.
I'd like to think she's
Wonderful.
done this many times.
Yeah.
This is a real character trait, that she'll go in being like aggressively sexual, end up sleeping with whoever she's investigating, and then be really annoyed and angry when they betray her and move on to the next one.
Like Bond films, like maybe the next one it'll be her again, and he'll just be completely out of the picture, just totally forgotten since the last film. There'll be a new boy.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
On that, were you all happy with the ending? I think we might have touched upon it, but apart from the weird
Apart
line,
from the last line, yeah.
but the plane and like the whatnot.
Yeah, I think
I
him
think I
being
liked
there
it.
was classic. I think everything had built up to him secretly working out what plane she was going to be on, and then being there. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think it would have been a far better ending if it had just finished when she received the painting at the helicopter.
Okay.
I was expecting it to end there with just she gets this painting and then it just scene Finn. Once a wrap, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we just never know whether they meet again. We assume that
they don't, that he's gone.
Other.
He's in the wind. She had her chance. She blew it. She betrayed him.
Wait, yes, I thought that was going to happen. I thought that was what happened when he realized that she betrayed him, and then he...
Yeah, that would actually
that would have been
better.
a sad ending.
No, that would have been a cool ending.
Yeah, I agree. Poignant.
Wow.
It's what they both deserved.
Yeah.
I think they really deserved each other.
You love that as a saying, don't you? Because it can be a complete insult, or it can be really nice. Oh, you two, you deserve each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only to keep them away from everybody else. I think it's good that they were together.
Yeah.
But as a team, they just seem just like the worst pair of people in the world.
I'll be too busy just having sex, presumably for the rest of their lives. From what we
in
can pick
really
up.
uncomfortable places.
Yep.
I had a weird thought about her outfits. So, now I just thought of this, and I didn't think about it when I was watching it, so I might be completely wrong. But she turns up in like a very skimpy, scampy outfit, and then they get even more skimpier with like the see-through dress and things like that.
The nakedness.
Yes, and then they have sex. And then she's naked for quite a while, but it's only in front of him. And then she wears these really like masculine suits.
That's true. Yeah, she wore
Like, her
that
outfit
weird
choices
woolen
just
suit
change.
thing.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, she was to take it. She was already taken.
Oh.
No need for
That's what I wondered.
more adventures.
If it was like a... Yeah. or like, now she's kind of like... She's a tamed woman.
Oh, she's just trying to lure him in.
Or a broken woman. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be either way. Wow. I like it. Yeah. I hope it's that she was just trying to seduce him, and then she knew she'd done it and didn't have to bother anymore.
Just throw on a beige suit after that.
Yep. Beige suits and threats of physical violence. That's how you keep a man. No, good spot. Does that lead us on to Fernando? Do you have the bell?
Ooh.
Oh, I do. Yes. Let me
I
just
should
get
have
it.
kept it for
it's in my
bloody
room.
symbolism. Oh well.
We can.
That can be our transition to symbolism. Beautiful.
Lovely. Thank you.
Symbolism.
Does this mean you
Symbolism.
have symbolism, Michael?
So,
Oh my god!
the amazing reveal that happens halfway through is when they find the painting, and then they bring it back to the museum, and they find out that it's got the kitschy dogs playing poker painting underneath it. Because they were all playing a game of poker all the way through the film, right?
I see.
That whole thing was a big bluff.
Yeah.
I see
Nice.
now.
Nice.
Yeah, any other symbolism?
Well, I guess we should look at the paintings then. I didn't even think. What do they mean?
Oh, yeah.
What one did
What
you
were
take
they
again?
again?
The Monet? What was it of?
The first one was just like a landscape, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Of the sea at sunset or something.
And he pretended to like the haystacks? The Van Gogh? Is that right?
I thought he really did like the haystacks.
I thought
That
that
was
was the
my
one he stole at
impression.
the end. And I was like, oh, that's kind of clever.
Yeah.
This whole thing was a ruse just so he could get his Van Gogh. And then I was like, why wouldn't he just take that in the first place? And then, of course, that's not what he was after whatsoever.
Yeah.
How did he even get
Yeah,
that
he just
second
gave it
painting?
to her.
Yeah, we never find that one out, do we?
No, because he couldn't have.
Yeah, that one was impossible, so we don't get an explanation for that.
I took it as just everyone was so focused on the first one that nobody even thought to keep an eye on that one.
It was behind
easier
a
to
steel
take
wall.
it. Oh, was it?
Well, the thing's
No,
closed
maybe-
over all the
Oh.
paintings,
Well,
Or did he snatch it first?
but he couldn't get in.
Yes,
But how did he get? Yeah,
Oh.
I
Unless
think
he had
maybe
someone
the
else.
painting was stolen when they were too focused trying to find the person with the hat. All the people with hats in the museum.
But the doors had come down.
No.
No, not till a bit later, right?
Did they
Only
not? I
after
thought
he
they
hit
shut off that room.
yeah, he had to throw the smoke bombs through the grate, didn't he? Like through a gate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's impossible.
Unless he went through the other side of the wall. You know? Like, got up the back of the wall and drilled through it. Got someone
Why are
else
we
to
the
do
ones
that.
who have to do this work? We're not the writers.
Yeah.
They should have done this for us.
This is why they didn't tell us, because it's actually impossible.
Although, what does that tell us that I just didn't notice that?
Notice
Because
what?
that should have been quite an important plot point.
That's why I didn't think it was a heist film, because there was basically one heist at the beginning and then the rest of it was just the romance. With a theoretical second heist that's never explained or justified or... Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, it was justified. I mean, she liked it. She liked the painting.
Justified in terms of... Yeah, all right, fair enough. That's not the right word. But still, hidden from us. It wouldn't be a very good heist film if we didn't find out any details about the heist. You know, if Ocean's 11 was just from the point of view of the bloody casino owner. Or was that Ocean's 12?
It's just disappeared.
You just have no idea what's happened.
I wonder where all the money went. End of the film.
Yeah.
But maybe you've inadvertently put your finger on the point there by saying this wouldn't be a very good heist film, would it? Maybe this was just not a very good heist film,
Yeah.
but still a heist film.
Excellent heist film.
In the same way, it was not a very good rom-com. I found this very entertaining and very
It was.
watchable. But yeah, the more we discuss it, the more I'm realising it was it's not a perfect film.
Oh, that's a shame. Normally it's the other way around.
Fairly shallow. Yeah, normally
Yeah.
we pick up more. But hey, I guess we've
film club
shone a
giveth.
light on this film.
Yeah. The film club taketh away.
Well, piece of shit film. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Why did you make us watch this, Claire?
Sorry. I'll pick something more disturbing next time.
Oh, thank you.
So, right, I have a question, which is...
You've gone even more muffled than before. I wonder if you can
weird.
do anything.
You've gone very muffled.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe pick up the computer or squeeze it or something.
Give it a good squeeze.
Is that better?
No.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
man, time for me to get a new laptop.
right at the microphone here.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it anymore. I'm lying
that's
down
fine.
so that I can speak into it.
Oh, thank you. We can hear it.
So, Pierce Brosnan, I could easily have looked this up, and for some reason didn't. He's Irish, isn't he?
Is he?
That sounds right.
Yeah. I'm sure he is. And then it was the whole, oh yeah, I'm just a wee boy from Glasgow.
Yeah.
Tipperary accent. Like, well, what are you talking about? That, like, yes, he's from Glasgow because that's basically Ireland.
Yeah.
Not okay. Just get it right. Just make him from somewhere in Ireland, like he is.
Yeah, I had to rewind that bit to be like, what on earth is he saying?
Really?
Well, just to be like, what was that accent? Was that meant to be Scottish?
Yeah, I think
Maybe it's a symbol for how everything in his life is a lie.
Or maybe it's just a consequence of it being a remake. Was the person in the original film from Glasgow?
Ooh,
Oh, I bet it was Sean Connery.
he's from Edinburgh. He's got a very different accent.
I bet he could do a good Glasgow accent.
God, leave it to the professionals, Michael.
That was me trying to do a Pierce Brosnan doing a Glasgow. I don't think it was very good.
Right. It sounded like Pierce Brosnan doing Sean Connery doing Glasgow.
Oh, I should have done that.
See, give it a go.
Are we from Glasgow? Right, now do Judi Dench doing Sean Connery, doing Pierce Brosnan, doing Edinburgh, trying to be Glasgow
Oh, God.
with South African parents.
I'll work on it, and next time I'll open with that.
Thanks, can't wait.
It's getting you to include South Africa in there because that
Yeah.
is an accent that is difficult to place even at the best of times. So leaves plenty of scope.
I think that was the carte blanche I was giving you, that pretty much anything you screw up, you could just claim it was South Africa and no one will really be able to disprove it.
Very
I don't have any other points to make.
I don't think I do either.
Can we have a final, now that we've discussed it, a final thumbs up or thumbs down of whether this was a good film?
Oh, I don't think it was a good film, but I'd give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm still thumbs up.
Yes, I would give it a thumbs up as well.
Yeah. Oh, so it sounds like we're all agreed this was a bad film that we're giving a thumbs up to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Would recommend, would watch again.
Yep.
it's an entertaining bad film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 out of 5, best film ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Cool. I think there was something interesting about gender, but I don't think I can really put my finger on what it was. Like, she was very masculine at certain points until the kind of breakup, and then she was like a crying, typical, like. But anyway,
Typical woman.
I think she was overall quite a strong character.
Yeah. I liked how she responded to the sort of aggressive or patronizing sexism of the cops. She just totally showed them, and that was quite satisfying to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that God, he was patronizing, actually.
Yeah. It was I think it was quite clearly written for, she was having a hard time being accepted until they realised how brilliant she was, and then she ran away with it.
Again, I don't... Was she brilliant, or did she just, like, break a load of rules, sneak into his house? She never actually did anything brilliant, did she?
She was very perceptive. She did a lot of,
What did she
look at that
perceive?
exact moment on that camera. She saw the third leg underneath the stool,
that's true.
and she like honed in immediately on the exact person who was totally the mastermind behind everything.
Fair enough. Give her due.
Yeah,
I just don't like her methods, damn it.
Found the painting pretty sharpish.
Yeah. He did just have a button under his office desk, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you find a button like that, you're going to press it, aren't you? Basic stuff.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't have known to look for it, though.
You wouldn't be doing a very good job of looking around then, would you?
I guess not.
Yeah. Good job you're not an insurance investigator.
Yeah.
Don't even to think for bloody buttons under people's desks.
I guess it was just that she read his face and could see that he was a button under the desk kind of guy.
Could have been a trap door, though. It was bold.
Oh. I'm ready to play the music.
Claire.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Else.
Delightful.
Oh, I'm glad
Ready.
you watched.
Okay, here we go.
One, 2, 3, go.
Paper.
Rock.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh, Michael wins. That was great because there was a delay there from you, Laura, so it sounded like you had waited for the other two and then still picked
And then
badly.
Yeah, I forgot to speak, but then I just said rock. Okay, I didn't hear. Yeah, really, I should have waited. But okay, my brain's not quick enough. It picked rock. It was going with rock.
That's good. Commitment, I like it.
I have my choice, which is Pinocchio, the Disney film.
Ooh.
From, 1941 or something.
Interesting choice.